or a biddy for deities. No, it's not. Continue worry.
This is Brian, but we call him Yobra. This is Vin, and we call him, well, Vin. And before there were films worth showing, before there was certainty, there was them.
I like to be educated, but I'm so frustrated.
We met in first year of uni. Nothing cinematic about it, just time, proximity, and shared spaces. Classes, hallways, and FIFA. A lot of FIFA.
Innocence can be a young man's game. Stand up for the hall of shame.
That's how most things started, not with intention, just with being around. We'd play FIFA into the night, argue over goals that shouldn't have counted, restart matches, promised last games that were never actually the last. We still do this now when we get the chance. Same arguments, same laughter, different years. Somewhere between all that, the films started happening. Not because we sat down and planned, but because I had ideas and they listened. At the beginning, filmmaking is expensive in a very simple way. You need people. And most people need to be paid, which is fair. But at the beginning, there wasn't money. Sometimes there wasn't even a proper plan yet. What I could offer back then was limited. Sometimes it was just lunch, sometimes transport, sometimes nothing more than thank you at the end of a long day. And still, they came. I've made a dozen films back in the day, short films, messy ones, ambitious ones that worked, ones that didn't. When I look back, I noticed something consistent. They were there. It didn't matter if the idea was strong or half-formed. It didn't matter if the script made sense yet. It didn't matter if the location was a bed-sitter, a room, or wherever we could shoot. They showed up. Sometimes Vin was acting, sometimes Brian was acting, sometimes both. Sometimes Vin was holding together things behind the scenes. Sometimes Brian was just there to make the day lighter. And sometimes we were all figuring it out together mid-shoot.
How much I miss now.
We shot Tea Time,
Issue ni kureduce risk, si prevent disaster from happening.
Knock Knock Nakuru, Webs and Notes, an audio drama. Vin stepped in as executive producer on Riddle Made This, not because it was glamorous, but because it needed to be done, and we had no one else. Brian was part of Knock Knock Nakuru. We worked on a university art together as a school project.
Egerton University offers over 30 certificate, diploma, and degree programs that are designed to meet local and global challenges.
We made a photo shoot video called The Black and White Album. And both of them were part of a school documentary assignment called The Gaming Hustle. Different projects, same people. They're not the best actors out there. They're not the most polished crew you'll ever meet. But they showed up. And they did their best every single time. And early on, that's everything. Because filmmaking doesn't survive on talent alone. It survives on presence, on patience, on people who are willing to give before there's anything to gain. There were days when the ideas were rough, when the shoots were long, when the results didn't match what we imagined. Nobody walked away, nobody asked what they were getting out of it. We'd finish shooting, then go back to talking. Stories, life, plans that kept changing, and FIFA. That's the part that lasts. Not the films, not the projects, the time.
Kunywa chai useme, tastes nice. Sema hivyo.
Piga tu sip afu. Tastes nice.
I'm also saying tastes like promotion. And taste like.
Sema tu na taste nice. Action.
Yo pose imemaliza.
The radio bro.
Watu
wanasikiza wana picture kwa akili yao. So wewe unaamua.
Unajua na work out sometimes. Best consistent. Naweza kujima like a man. Like well.
Really joke like
Now, of course. Like your cat.
Even now, when life is busier, when schedules don't align the way they used to, when we don't see each other as often, when we do meet, it's the same rhythm. We talk, we laugh, we tell stories like no time passed at all, and then we play FIFA. There's something grounding about that, about knowing some people aren't tied to a phase, or a season, or a version of yourself that no longer exists. They grow with you. People talk about collaborators like they're stepping stones or chapters that close once the work moves on. This was never that. This was friendship first and storytelling second. And because of that order, the work survived. I'm grateful for that. Grateful that before there was money, there was belief. Before there was clarity, there was patience. Before certainty, there was a yes. Some people help you make films. Others help you begin. And those are the real ones.